After the Japanese occupied French Indochina during World War II, they maintained the French colonial regime in power until March of 1945, and when they seized power from the French, this left a kind of a power vacuum that the Vietnamese, communist-led Vietnamese nationalist movement, the Viet Minh, under the leadership of Ho Chi Minh, seized power in the summer of 1945. The French returned and negotiated a temporary ceasefire that broke down in 1946. That was followed by the First Indochina War between France and the Viet Minh, culminating in the Viet Minh victory in 1954. The United States became involved in supporting the French because the French seemed to be the force that was protecting Vietnam against what the Americans saw as the spread of international communism. With the defeat of the French in 1954, Vietnam was divided supposedly temporarily at the 17th parallel, with the communists in control of North Vietnam and an American-supported anti-communist regime in the South. The communists in North Vietnam, with their support of communists in the South, began an uprising against the South Vietnamese government in 1958 and 1959. The South Vietnamese government came close to collapse, and the United States intervened militarily in support of the South Vietnamese government, really beginning full-scale combat operations in 1964 and 1965. The Vietnam War, of course, gradually expanded into Laos and Cambodia, and so it engulfed the entire region. Finally, in 1973, the United States withdrew from Vietnam after the Paris Peace Accords. And in 1975, North Vietnam and their South Vietnamese allies conquered South Vietnam. And in Cambodia and Laos, communist regimes came to power.